in a minute or so in butterfly pose or yin pose. Nice to see your dog here too, John. Dogs are welcome, and cats. Feet together, knees apart, possibly elevated, and letting all effort dissolve. This is time that we are often still in our practice, just that beginning. Let your hands rest on your legs or feet wherever they feel nice. You can lean forward to any degree. Take effort out. This is a being kind of attitude instead of a doing attitude. Coming into that contemplative side of our nature. You can always change, especially if you get any tingling in your nerves. You might have just impinged something a little bit, so change if you need to. Otherwise, just challenge your stillness. Relax your eyes. Just let the breath be natural and notice it. Breath sensing. And let's gently guide the breath from the left side and out to the right. Just use your brain. Breathe in your left channel. Breathe out the right channel. Repeating that moon breath, left channel breath, calming the heart, calming the nervous system. Just be present with what comes up. Be accepting of yourself. Be compassionate towards yourself. If stillness is challenging, just do your best, as in anything. Notice the next time your breath releases. Breathe through both sides once more. And return to upright. Take back your hands with your fingers facing back, so you can just lean back into your arms and let your legs stretch out nice and easy. Maybe a little side to side. Lift out of your shoulders. Get a little heart lift here. And whenever we're lifting our hearts, have your gaze go down towards your nose. So your neck feels long. Take another breath, just releasing the legs. And then come to upright position, folding each leg in, one at a time into your own happy seated pose. And with both hands taking the Jnana Mudra with the first finger and thumb touching. Resting one hand down on your legs and the other at your heart center. Just have a little moment of a non-separateness meditation. Do begin to tone your low belly towards your spine so you're supported. Feel your heart beating. So this gesture represents our individual self connected with the universal self. And perhaps just thinking about that quantum level of connection with everything. Let the breath move in that position one more time. Let your hands come together at your heart center. Bring your forehead down towards your fingertips a little bit. Tall with relaxed shoulders. Have that intention, new moon first gaze. A good place to just strengthen those intentions or add something new. Inhale, inhale some more. Exhale, coming down to that end of exhale, resting in that place for a moment. Just rest into that emptiness. And stretch the inhale, stretch it more. Slowly to emptiness. Rest in that emptiness. Resting phase. One more time. Breath. More breath. Release breath. Be empty, ready for those new beginnings. This time add the Om. And bringing this stillness and peace that you've been generating up to standing, taking a few moments for your own process of standing. Letting the feet be hip distance, spreading, rounding your feet. Standing up into mountain pose. And let's give a little side to side energy just to release our spines a little bit to get that little twist. Release in the shoulders and the wrists. Go slowly and mindfully. A few more times, just try to let tension release. Good. And then settle into your center. Gather your arms in by your sides, mountain pose. So lengthen your neck, lifting the back of your skull. Stand firmly upon the earth and also inhabiting that space, reaching for the sky. So we're between earth and sky with strong, deep roots. And then going slowly through our sun salutation movements again. So exhale, ground yourself, ground your front ribs. And then inhale, float up your arms. Palms face each other. Elbows can be bent. So how can we take out strain here? Engage your bandhas, low ribs down, legs strong, and give it one more breath. Gazing up, reaching up. So we have this link to go to the second position. Let your knees bend enough that you place your hands down on the floor, possibly. Shins is fine. And then release your head and try to straighten out your legs a bit more. Giving this pose several rounds of breath. Let your body get used to it. Feel your nervous system calm. Lots of releasing across the back of the hips, the lower back. One more exhale. Third position, half lift. Come up to your shins, belly strong, legs strong, heart forward. So it's not really a back bend so much as an extension. Try to take out strain. Draw upon your bandhas. Let your knees be bent as needed. Just reach through your heart. One more breath. And then exhale to plank pose. Spread your hands, legs back. Fine if your knees are down. Calmly hold the earth away, pressing energy. The whole body firming. Feel those muscles hug around the bones. Last breath, feeling warmth. Exhale, knees down, cow spine, untuck your toes. Like the half lift, just gently extend. Keep your low back flat. Heart forward, nose gaze. Taking out strain. Use the breath to create peace. One more inhale, just to give it a little bit more energy. Exhale, relax the extension, tuck your toes under. Go back slowly to quarter dog. Long arms and spine, head down. Nice full breaths into the rib cage. So at any point in practice, you can use this position instead of the downward dog shape. One more exhale. Try to lengthen your hips away from your hands. And then come back to the cow spine just for one breath. Release your feet. And now up to the down dog or back to the quarter dog. Hips up. We're walking your feet a little bit so you feel ease in your upside down V. Let your head hang down. And then again, there's pressing energy in the hands to bring weight back to the legs. Just trusting in the shape, holding it steady. Gently press your legs back. Really reach your heels towards the earth. Strong uplift in your belly. And one more wave of breath. Weight back into the legs. Bend your knees and pull your hips back like you're getting ready to launch yourself, which you are. Find that spring. Hold that a couple breaths. Find that pounce. Getting ready to bring the legs forward. One more breath in your pounce position. And then let the legs straighten. Propel you towards your hands. Step forward and inhale to half lift. Slowly release breath to forward fold. Each shape feeling complete. Up to standing. Process. Feel your energy move as you stretch your arms up again. And exhale back down into your heart center. This time, one breath for most of the poses. So use your one inhale to come up, establish your upward reach. Use a slow exhale to establish your forward fold. A slow inhale to extend your spine, gaze towards your nose. Exhale, bend your knees, legs back, Palakasana. One breath. Upward facing dog for 5. So let your knees come down where they are. Untuck your toes, hands spreading. Lift out of your shoulders as you ease your belly forward, and you can change where your knees are. And if you want to lift them up, you can. Gaze downward. Engage your bandhas. Mula bandha helps you find that support deep in your core. Exhale to downward dog or quarter dog. Flip your feet. So downward dog will relieve the wrists. Upward dog is a different position on the wrist. So take weight back to your legs, back to your belly. And let the warmth of these poses that's generated just help you connect with the sun. Sun energy, Surya. Once more. Weight back as you breathe out. Bend your knees. When you're ready to inhale, straighten your legs, step forward and half lift. So we really stretch that breath. And have a lovely long exhale that follows it back to emptiness. Firm your legs as you stand. Just trace your body. Release to the sky. And back down, mountain pose. A moment to find that alignment in a relaxed way. And one more time with the sun energy, cross out your thumbs, fingers wide. This time reaching up and going back a little bit. So press your pelvis forward, lift your rib cage, trust your legs, and just go back a little bit or more. Where's that? Keep breathing. One more exhale. Inhale, strong belly. Release slowly to forward fold. Breathe in, half lift. Breathe out, high lunge. Take the right leg back. Knee over ankle, nice and low. Add a twist towards the bent knee side. Try to relax your face. The eyes are soft and steady. And next time you breathe out, unwind your twist. Come back to plank pose with a flexed spine. So a round upper back. Just feel how it changes the plank shape. Stay for 5. Think about your cat spine. So it should feel different from our flat spine plank. Flex spine one more time. And exhale, knees down. Inhale to upward dog. Just one breath, establish that shape. Exhale, tuck under your toes, downward dog, transition. Give yourself a moment to refine. Hold steady. Turning our senses inward is part of our practice. Listen to your breath. Soften your eyes. One more exhale, long spine. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale there, lengthen your spine away from your hands. And then inhale, halfway lift, step forward. Oh, I forgot the lunge on the other side. Sorry, take the left leg back, high lunge. Have a moment to find that shape. Make it a twist, like a side plank. Use all your limbs. One more time, give it breath. Use the exhale to unwind the twist. Step forward, half lift. Exhale, fold in, warm. Standing up, cross your thumbs. Up and gently back. Exhale, return to your center. And then let's come to Palakasana, forward folding, catching the toes or the elbows. So tip your pelvis forward with your hands, bend your knees, and come into your forward fold shape. And then encircle your big toes. The first 2 fingers come around the inside of your big toes, thumbs to the outside. And then the toes press down gently on the fingers. So you've got a connection. Straighten out your legs, hollow up your belly. Half lift, inhale with the catch. Exhale, bend your elbows wide from each other and forward fold to your own degree. So you're pulling yourself in, waking up your upper body, just the right amount. So it feels positive. But also a sense that you're doing your very best. Giving it lots of your attention. Be present. One more breath out. Feel complete. Release your hands back to your pelvis. Press your feet. Stand up. Exhale, arms by your sides. So taking that sun energy and warmth and now coming into our moon salutation with a little bit different attitude. That's just a little less striving, not necessarily the deepest of everything. So turn sideways on your mat either way. Step your feet hip distance or a little wider. So we're going to start with a standing side bend. Arms up, hands together, low ribs down. Exhale over to your right for 5 breaths. So not the deepest possible side bend, but just one that feels soothing. Observe the challenge of this simple looking position. There's a certain willingness that we give the practice to do the work. Next time you breathe in, come up slowly over to the other side, breathe out. Hands resting into each other, feet into the earth. It's having kind of meditative connection to the poses. Inhale up to center. Exhale down center with the hands. Step out to goddess pose. Turn out your toes, bend your knees, come down the center line. One more exhalation. Inhale up and over to the right for triangle pose. Let your arms reach out, over and down. You're going to stack your shoulders and radiate from your center. Turn your head up towards the sky. Third breath, each exhale anchoring the low belly. 4, exhale, last one. Inhale to come up and turn to face your right leg. So take a moment, find your balance. Parsvottanasana, taking the hands down instead of behind the back in this variation. So if you touch the floor, you could turn your hands back wherever it feels good, or stay on your shin. 4, 5. Releasing to Anjaneyasana, so down with your back knee. Come to that low lunge. Come up. Bring your knee towards your toes. Ground your hands on your knee or the floor. And then if you would like, you can take that upward reach with a downward gaze. Carefully going as deeply as it feels nice. And then press everything back to center. Transition to side lunge. Turn out to your right foot to 45 degrees. So we come back to that side position on the mat. Holding your side lunge. You can come up if you need to your leg, wherever it feels good today. 4th breath. Meditative mind. Exhale over to the other side. So we circle around in the moon salutation. Find your side lunge to your left. 3. Exhale. Transition to Anjaneyasana towards your left leg. Low lunge, come up. Make it a crescent by bringing your knee towards your toes to some degree. Low back long. Upward arms if you like. Ground both of your feet. Give it one more breath. And exhale, release your upper body. Transition to Parsvottanasana, standing up. Hips stay to the side, forward fold. Soft, steady breathing through your nose. Letting yourself drop into the practice. Breathe out. Releasing and inhaling into triangle. So turn your back foot out to the side to open your hips to the side. Reach up and down. Lengthening your waist on both sides. One more time. Feel your exhale. Ground your low ribs. Ground your belly. And then inhale energy. Coming up and back into goddess, down the center. If you'd like, you can rest your thumbs into your third eye center, just for that calming and cooling connection there. We're concentrating on balance and on working with our bodies. Exhale. Inhale energy, releasing. Step feet in hip distance. Inhale with your arms up, side bend over towards the left. Just as lightly as you can. Inhale up and exhale over. So, but I mean, working into the shape where you feel something, but then just not overly striving with it. Just keep it softened. One more time with the exhale. Inhale to come up. Exhale down to center. And just pause for a moment. You're letting the hands rest open, just receiving, connecting. Feel the energy created by our practice, by the movement. Prana manifests in stillness. But circle your wrists and hands a bit as you step back to the top of your mat. Exhale, be still. Triple warrior vinyasa. A first, right leg back. Keep your hips square to the front. Work your way into that high lunge shape. And then let's weave the fingers, thumbs wide at the heart center. To start. Unshakable courage. Breathe out once more. Breathe in, open out to warrior B. Turn your toes to the side on the back leg. Turn your head towards your front hand. Shoulders rest. Gently stretch across your chest and your upper back. And spend one more breath really present with warrior B, but also an attitude of preparing for C. So we have to come to the front leg, hips back towards the front, lift your back leg, toes on the ground is okay, and add an outward reach of your arms. Just try again if you need to. One more breath. Exhale, enjoy the release back to center. Step back, warrior A. So even without your eyes, you want to feel your way into that stance. That left hip coming forward, the right hip drawing back, squaring. Elbows wide, arms up, open hands, just stretching across the chest, downward gaze. Let the fingers dance. Fifth breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Transition to B, so we're gonna open out to the side, reach the arms front and back, turn your back toes out, check your knee, and then turn your gaze off your front hand. Shoulders rest. The eyes steady off the fingertips. Fourth breath, fully present with this shape. Exhale. And then an inhale to start this transition to C. To facing towards the front again, lifting in the back leg. Eyes steady, hands wherever they feel supported today. 2, 3, 4, last breath. When you come to exhale, step your legs together again and rest in that completeness. And practicing one more standing pose, feeling grounded by our standing practice. Shiva's message, or one of Shiva's dances, you step your right foot behind your left, so you come to the top of your right foot behind. And just challenge your balance here. You might even need a little wall support. or hold your center. So you're standing aligned and tall, stretching that top of your back foot. And then the second position, we hook the toes around the back of the leg. So we change from pressing the top of the foot to stretching the bottom a bit, hooking around your other leg. And then you can add your hands if you like. Turn your right hand fingers down, right hand fingers up. Again, the fingers just dancing open, free. Protection and forgiveness. And release. So we concentrate to find the balance. Take the top of your left foot behind your right foot. Let your brain find that balancing. One more exhale. And then lift up your back foot and hook your toes around. So you're catching your other leg. And then left hand fingers down, right hand fingers up. Just relax and open the hands and fingers. Steady eyes. Perhaps catching glimpses of pure awareness as you concentrate. One more time, breathe. And let those actions go. Transitioning down to our mats now. Bend your knees, reach your arms in Palakasana. Keep breathing. And then exhale, transition to forward fold. Give yourself time. Half lift, extend. Exhale, go back. Elbows down. Come to side, forearm plank, right arm turning in. Stagger or stack your feet. It's okay to have a knee down. Just 5 breaths. Whole body strong. And 5. Exhale, other side. Turning in your left hand to the center of your mat. Find your forearm. Balance, press the earth, lift out of your shoulder. Activate everything. One more time. Lift up and then come to rest on your belly. Release your hands down. Low towards your waist, tugging your elbows in. Legs come together, point your toes. Shalabhasana B, lift up your legs. Straight is more important than high. Press your hands back into the floor. So down and back with the hands. So like you're sending yourself forward. Gaze to your nose. Activate the whole body. Once more, deep breath. Energize, lift. Exhale, soften. Come to half frog pose to the right side. So slide your knee up alongside you on the floor. Turn your head to the right. You can curl over towards that way a little bit. 5 slow breaths. Just let go. In position, take out any effort. Try that breath stretching where you inhale more, and then exhale to that emptiness. And transition to the other side. Just be gentle. Turn your head the other way, slide up your knee. Bring yourself a little more towards the knee if that feels nice. And rest very slowly. Everything soft. That End of the exhale corresponds with the new moon, that first phase where we're getting ready to grow the breath. Just try to really rest into that apanic energy, a grounding energy, balancing prana. One more time. Slowly and deeply stretch your breath. And then stretch it the other way into that emptiness. And then as it starts to grow into inhale, release. Come to seated, upward dog, downward dog to get there. Or you can come in your own way. Upward dog, downward dog. Just check in with those shapes once more. Cross your ankles and sit down. Take your legs out. Draw back on your toes. Maybe lift your heels a little bit. And then point your toes the other way. Fold in your right leg. Open to the side. Janushirasana. Activate. So there's a sense of readiness here. And then we reach the arms. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly find your way forward and down. Catch your leg or foot or the floor. And relax your head towards your knee. Lengthen both sides of your torso. Settle into your exhales once more. Inhale, rise up, balance on your sacrum for a moment, cross your ankles. Exhale, release the legs straight, other side. So your straight leg is activated. Bring in your knee, open to the side. Have a moment just to feel set with your foundation, as in all the poses, finding that first. Then the inhale to reach, and the exhale to explore forwardness and down. Posture should be steady and comfortable. Letting your eyes rest on a single point, steadiness, like the nose, or letting them close and rest. Let one more breath move through. And inhale to come up. Lean back, find your balance. And then bring your right knee up towards the front of your mat. And your left leg's gonna fold in behind it. So you're on the outside of your right leg and the inside of your left. Follow your heart to forwardness. Just walk yourself out to any degree. So you leave your elbows down, support your chin. We're going to release tension, inner and outer hips. One more exhale. Inhale, walk back in. Keep your leg position and twist to the back. Radiating from that central place, the pelvis, the legs like spokes. And when you come to exhale, letting go. One more shape from here with the same legs is the merperson. Be inclusive with that. Pressing into your right hand with your fingers back. Press both legs, lift your hips, reach your other arm up. So just stretch across the front of your body. Maybe a little joy in that releasing. Once more, breathe and lower. Change to the other side. Spin around, guiding that left knee to the front. So you're on the outside of your left leg. The inside of your right leg resting just behind your foot. Follow your chest into forwardness. Releasing inner and outer legs and hips. Lengthen your waist and your spine as you breathe once more. And rest into that growth. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, use your hands to help you twist to the back. Radiating spokes. Connected at a central place. Part of that non-separateness. We'll give it one more breath. Using the exhale to release your twist. And then mer people, hands bending out. Lift out of your shoulders. You could keep your hips down or press all the limbs and lift up and out. Just opening back. Releasing that psoas line. And release. Coming to bridge position. Lying down. Taking some time on your back here with the bridge with your hips down. Feel the center line nice and aligned, your spine, your neck, and your head. Feel grounded in your low back, in your feet and hands. Just feel where you're touching the earth. Breathe out. And then preparing to lift your hips, you might bring in your feet a little more towards your body, maybe a little wide from each other. Inhale up, arms up towards the sky. Press your feet. So building some pranic energy here to help balance the apanic energy of the new moon. Holding steady energy. One more breath, energy. And come down. Bring in your knees. Rock from side to side a few times. Come to center. Rock up. Straighten out your legs. And forward fold from seated position. Draw back on your toes. It's fine if your knees are bent. One more breath. Gently come into your own version for today. Then taking this pose to our backs, coming down, head flat on the floor, centered. Lift up your legs, lift up your hips, and bring your legs overhead, holding your legs like you would when you were seated. Just catch the sides of your legs somewhere or your feet. And so there's no pressure on the neck. The upper back and the back of the skull, really grounding. Fine if the knees bend, hips up to any degree, a couple more breaths. And then exhale, bring your spine and hips down, legs up, beginning to rest. One more breath, quiet. Cross your left ankle over your right, bend your knees, and come over to the right side with your knees for resting twist with cross ankle variation. Turn your head away. Rest. There is light engagement in the bandhas, conscious movement of even waves of breath. But the body is resting upon the earth. One more exhale. Return your head to center and your hips and legs. Legs up. Cross your other ankle over. Bend your knees and come to the left side with your legs, ankles crossed. Turn away and rest in that openness. And one more time. Inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale. Rest into the exhale. Head back to center. Legs back to center. And as promised, a long rest today. So just to honor that new moon phase. So get yourself comfortable, pillows and blankets. If you don't have anything, that's fine too. But just covering yourself to keep the warmth of your practice, maybe socks or a shirt back on. Take a little time to get comfortable on your back. Setting yourself up for true and deep relaxation, part of our health and happiness, letting go of our busyness. So just continuing to wrap yourself into your shape, and then take your fingers and leave them together behind your skull with your elbows wide. Enjoy a deep breath, feeling that openness in the chest with the arms up. And then bring your elbows towards each other and lift your skulls. You're going to gently traction your neck away from the rest of your spine, finding length there. And then mindfully place it back down so that your neck is long, your forehead's higher than your chin. Press into your hands and elbows to lift your chest. Settle your shoulder blades together and down. And then the lower body, press your heels, lift your hips. Maybe use your hands to guide that flesh of your seat down towards your heels. Or just lift up, catch that, and straighten your back, your spine back out. So that's our axial body, the center line lengthened. And now the appendicular body, the arms and legs, go away from center. Open up. Bring your awareness back up to your head. Try to relax any tension around your whole skull, behind your ears, in the temples, forehead. Everything softened, letting the brain rest inside. Let your forehead be smooth. Let your eyes soften back into their sockets. Feeling the place where your jaw comes together under your ears, just letting the jaw relax. Let the mouth find a comfortable way of resting. So you can Rest your top teeth softly into your bottom lip a little bit to help just hold the mouth in softness, whatever works for you. The breath is still there. Stay connected to your breath, but you don't have to direct it anymore. Let softness bring your shoulders towards the earth. Feel the heaviness of the arms. And soft curling fingers, letting the hands do nothing. They rest. Letting the belly rest back into the body. The hips resting into the earth and also rolling open. The feet will go out to the sides as you let your legs go from the hips to the toes. So we concentrate on having a still body and invite our minds to follow. We begin to sense some deeper layers of energy and awareness. The energetic layer, all those electrical impulses in the cells, in the heart. Resting more and more deeply. Absorbing the harmonizing benefits and the energy that's been generated through all the practice. Breath by breath, consciously relaxing. Letting the body rest unburdened in this clear and open space. And as you relax, the nervous system balances, inducing a state of yogic sleep called Yoga Nidra. Conscious resting. Allowing you to discover an inner sanctuary of deep relaxation with inner awareness. And this is a form of the pratyahara, that withdrawing of the senses, leading us to higher realization. And in the place of withdrawn senses, the breath flows, saturating your body with vital life energy of prana. Bringing a healing and rejuvenation into your entire being on every level, from cellular to intellectual. Allowing the release of tensions, dramas, old habits and patterns, the samskaras from your life. Resting in the stillness of the sea that pours between the rising ripples of two waves. To make an end is to make a beginning. The end is where we start from. With the drawing of this love and the voice of this call, we shall not cease from exploration. And at the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know that place for the first time. Taking some time to gradually release your stillness. So let your body choose where that is. Is it breath moving more deeply? Is it body moving? Just let yourself have time to move, be still, slowly releasing stillness. Honoring what your body calls for. And maybe a little encouragement of energy by reaching the arms so that your low back arches away. Take several rounds of breath to transition to seated, rolling to the side or rocking up. And once you're there, just tucking yourself back into your easy pose, perhaps keeping your blanket around you in some way. And then come back to those intention moments that we had in the beginning. Just touch back in with your intentions. Add some gratitude for anything, for everything. And when you breathe in, expand yourself, grow with breath. Peace to all. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your Lunge Shavasana and the rest of your new moon day is a good day. If you have any questions, let me know.